Hello everyone, we have our news for the week, so let's take a look. Maintenance, technically normal time as usual. Everybody that turned their clocks back, maintenance is going to be an hour earlier as they don't adjust with daylight savings time. Ending with maintenance is Clash of Wills and the Halloween stuff. And the new stuff is going to be Final Fantasy III, so a NVA and a new Neovision base. We also have Dark Visions coming up, which means some free summons and tickets. So in the pool, Neo Visions, they have Summoner Iridia, Tulian, Cacteria, and Ling. Not bad overall. It's a choice of Neo Visions there. And then for the 5-star, we have Gilgamesh, Blossom Sage Sakura, Starplayer Titus, Eileen, Lauren, Galoof, Veritas of the Dark, and Draconian Fina. Yeah, okay overall. Eileen, very nice hat for the killers and everything. Starplayer Titus, very good budget unit for finisher. Lauren, not used as much. Galoof, decent for using as a tank and then shifting for damage. Gilgamesh, yeah, decent for breaking in apparel as just a support unit. And they are doing a tornado update. So essentially they're changing it from 12 hits to 9, which should essentially just make it a lot easier to multicast and chain. Right now it's almost impossible to manually tap and chain more than a double cast tornado. So this should make it so that you don't need a macro or anything to chain up a quad cast or triple cast tornado. And this is just all tornado based moves that they list here. And one new unit means one new Neovision. So Ingus is going to be the new one. Maxed out 110 attack and magic. Guts 50% limit damage, and then Final Fantasy III units get 500 attack and magic. Not bad overall. We get a Chronicle battle against Hein. So this lets us upgrade Ark's hat, which is pretty decent, going up to 80 magic. Final Fantasy III units will get a flat 500 magic from it. So Final Fantasy III units, very good to have this on. And they also get 75% Reaper Killer. Everybody else still gets the mana and LB fill, but 80 magic hat, pretty nice. And we get our next 12 types, this time Catastrophe, so Spirit type on this. So usual rewards that we get for all the other ones, some Spirit Killer Plus recipes, and then we get Aquatic Killer, because that will be the next 12 types that we get. And I believe this boss is weak to light and water. More weak to light, but it should be fun. We'll see how that goes. So we get a raid for Final Fantasy III. Normal stuff there. So we get a Aquatic Killer, 50%. Killers are always nice. And then we get the Demon Killer, 50% with 30% attack and magic. Always better to get the attack and magic on the killers. The usual bonuses. And then we do have a special challenge, Keeper of Ancient Arms. Get a Mystery Crystal in there and a couple other rewards. And then Dark Visions itself update. So we are getting the start of the two-handed weapons, and it looks like they made a mistake on the staff, marking attack instead of magic. So on the 10th, we get everything except for the last two realms. Standard rewards, so not everybody's going to be able to die. The final fight should be uncappable. And then we'll see how they adjust the other fights. So for new weapons, we get a two-handed sword, 202 attack, and 405 on the magic. Decent two-handed magic sword there. Two-handed katana, 405 attack. And then a two-handed staff, 405 magic, and 202 on the spirit. They don't list, or I didn't see them listing what the cost of these is going to be. So I'll have to see how they change that from the JP. I know on JP they were like 10,000 to get the starter one. Yeah, there's no extra information that I can see here. So we'll see how much those cost, but getting the two-handed weapons is going to be nice for sure. And the banner. So we get the Envy base, Ignis, and then Awakened Onion Knight is getting an NVA. So he's going to be a shift unit, and he's going to be the next unit we get that has Awakened Meteor and a shift. So you'll have another option other than Golbez for that. Step up, they're doing the Armory step up, so you get the ticket and you can choose one of the items in the shop there. Doesn't look like they've added any new items since last time. And then standard banner, so if you want a pity, you'll have to go through the step up and then another 2 runs here to get you 10 tickets. So Ignis shift unit. True Brave shift, which is always nice. Base, magic attacker and buffer, and shift listed as a debuffer. Super is a hat, 60 attack, 80 magic, 50 spirit. And then we get 500 flat magic for just himself, it looks like. And then everybody else can get 50% double hand magic. And then regular trust is just the essential series killer, so 500 flat attack and magic and 50% to all killers. And then awakened Onion Knight, so he's going to be a shift as well. Not true brave shift, but he can stay shifted for a while, and then you got to wait, I believe, 2 turns to go back and then 3 turns to shift again. They are updating his regular trust to have magic on it. Pretty much the only change. Seeing his shift is going to be magic based. And yeah, it looks like the armory items are the same as last time. So we can take a look at the units on the JP side. First up, we have Onion Knight. So abilities, he gets cooldown, mirror chains, have to wait until turn 4, and then it's every 4 turns. 1150 would ignore 50% defense, so pretty strong modifier on that. All his other stuff is passive, so he gets his attack and magic stuff there. Some extra killers, which is nice. Reapers, dragons, demons, and beasts. He does get 30x modifier to all physical attacks, which will help him out a lot, and 1000 static attack. Still dual wield based. And his LB, the modifier that he gets for all his moves on his limit goes up to 200, so not too bad overall. And then in the shift, he's focused around magic, so mainly spells. So as you can see, he gets quad black or just a triple for everything in his kit. Double hand magic attacker in the shift, focused. He does get a 40x modifier to all magic attacks as well with his trust. And the big thing is probably just going to be Meteor, using him to dump all his mana just like Golbez. So he gets the same thing as Golbez there, physical attack and viewable and all that. Other than that, he does get pretty much all the element stuff. So he gets Quake, Tornado, Flare, uh, Wind, Lightning, Ice, and Fire for Chaos Wave Awakens. Res and Revive, Heal, so standard basic White Mage stuff as well. And his limit is just going to be modifier boost to his spells. So for an NVA, compared to some of the other ones that we've gotten in the past, he's not bad. I see most people using him for Meteor like Golbez at the moment. And then there's Ignis. So in his base form, doesn't have too much. He's focused more on his spells, but he does get a physical attack that does magic damage, mirror chain. So 160 against Reapers and then an 80x finisher on it. It's okay. Nice against Reapers and just standard against everything else. He does get a 100x boost to his limit and a 300% magic store, usable every 3 turns, not usable at the start. So 200 on his Reaper Killer, he gets the lower end chain boost. And he does get 100 chain cap in there as well. So we get Reaper, Aquatic, Beast, Stone, Demon, and Dragon Killer. Double hand magic user. So he can imbue earth, wind, water, and fire. And those have the 25% boost on them. He gets his Chaos Wave Chainers for lightning, ice, and fire, and the bolting versions as well. Just a heal, revive. And then his base limit is just modifier boosts for everything. And gives himself quadcast. And then his shift, he's got some breaks. So he's got the standard breaks, 83 to everything to one enemy, 80% to all enemies. Get some chainers, and his elemental chaining moves also put up a field that reduce elemental resistance. So he's got wind, water, earth, and fire, and they're all 35% fields. So not bad overall. We've been getting a little bit more on the fields here. He's got a couple that we haven't really gotten before, like wind. Fire and earth, we get in Tsukiko at the moment. She gets, what is it, 40 earth and 30 fire. Water, we just got upgraded Nicole. That can go all the way up to 50 if you use 4 crowns. But still, the different choices are decent. And then his shifted limit is damage dealer. So standard breaker, really. So bolting chains, 85% attack and magic, 87 defense and spirit breaks. Fire, water, wind, and earth, 140% in peril, and then does 250x modifier of fire, water, wind, and earth magic. So that's magic killers on that. So overall, he's okay. He's usable. He's nothing too super powered or anything. So overall, I might just use some EX tickets and see what we get. There's still a bunch of units that I don't have anyway. Also got to remember that Nier is coming up soon. I do think that the live stream on the 19th, they'll be announcing Nier. So we'll see about that. But overall, I expect a lot of people to essentially skip this week, especially expecting Nier so soon. But anybody that does decide to pull, good luck to you. Pretty much all we have, so we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.